The year is 2007. A young man takes his first steps, walking away from his dreams. He must put away his passions and pursue a life of pragmatism. Will it be possible to suspend his soul and then claim it back in a decade or two? I saw you when I was going through some old photos. There you were, wearing those ridiculous glasses, so unsure of yourself, your future completely opaque. So I thought I'd write to you. Maybe what I tell you will lift your spirits, maybe not. I don't know if you'll even receive my letter. Okay, where should I start? It's the final year of your 30s. You mentally round your age to the closest number divisible by 5. You stay at 30 until you hit 33, at which point you become 35, and then stay at 35 until you turn 37, at which point you become 40. You get the idea. You aren't old, but you aren't exactly young either. The youth of old age, they call it. Now, I know you're vain, so let me get this out of the way. You've aged pretty well. You barely have any grays on your head. Your face is another matter though. So keep it up. Keep avoiding the sun, moisturizing, and taking your vitamins. Bad news is you're going bald. It's not obvious yet, but it's happening. You probably have 1 or 2 good years left before you need to make some serious decisions. You're getting fatter too. You found it so difficult to put on any weight, but now it's almost impossible to lose any. You used to be so active, playing squash and table tennis and walking everywhere, but you live in the suburbs now. You sit at a desk for work, you sit at a desk for fun, you sit in a car, you even sit when you're at the gym. The only time you're not sitting is when you're lying down in bed. Your joints start to hurt. Sometimes you'll wake up and feel like you've been run over by a truck. You make weird sounds when sitting or bending down. You laugh at different things now. Your scatological humor has been replaced with eschatological concerns. You've traded reading for doom scrolling. I'm not even sure you can read a book anymore. Same with writing. You rarely write anything by hand anymore, so my hands are hurting from writing this letter right now. I could have typed it out, but I feel I need to do it this way. You're actually responsible for stuff, like at work. If you don't do something that's part of your job, then other people will suffer, so you have to think about others more.
Thank you.
No one forces you to do anything now, but there's an unseen force that pushes you to stay in shape and earn money and stand up straight and speak in a deep voice.
Yes, sometimes it's not deep enough.
Well, sometimes your voice is not deep enough.
The voice must be.
You need to master a discipline. You need to find the station where gas is the cheapest. You need to buy groceries, which honestly is quite fun. You need to arrange appointments for blood tests and oil changes. You need to shave and go on dates and not swear in front of children. Oh, and you can't get into fights, because if you hurt someone, you can actually get sued or even go to prison.
Don't get into fights.
But hey, you have freedom. You also have a job. It's not bad though, you have money. You can buy a ticket to anywhere in the world. You can quit your job and be fine for a dozen or so years and be drunk at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. Actually, you don't drink, not anymore, but you could. Oh, and exams. You do not miss exams. Every few weeks there was an exam you'd have to prep for. It was never ending. Not having exams is one of the greatest things about being an adult. But I guess there are interviews. That's kind of like an exam for an adult. You either pass or fail. Sleep is a whole another thing. You give up caffeine in your early 30s. It helps a lot, but sleep remains a fickle mistress. And since there is no bedtime, you sleep later and later, but you have to wake up for work, so you're sleepy the whole day. We have personal phones now, by the way, and you're connected to the internet. So when you're lying awake at night and trying to figure out the net worth of a celebrity or the name of an actor from a movie, or find out when mayonnaise was invented or if cheese causes nightmares, You can do so in a few seconds. Wait, cheese gives you nightmares? What the fuck? You're not always kind, but you get kinder. That rage is still inside us. It gets quieter every day.
Mother.
You sometimes tear up at movies now. That's new. You find joy in the little things like watching the willows sway in the wind, or eating some dark chocolate, or opening up a new sponge. What do I miss? I miss being present. I miss the way every moment pulsated with possibility. You probably call it uncertainty. And yes, I know uncertainty is maddeningly frustrating for us both. We crave security. That has not changed. But I miss the feeling that most of my life was yet to happen, and that I could actually be instead of having become. I could imagine that I'd be RoboCop or Rambo or James Bond.
Thank you, Mr.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
But alas, a globe-trotting fornicator you are not. I don't remember exactly when I switched from anticipating to remembering. The past takes up much more space now. When you're 18, you don't have that much of a past to look back on. When you're 80, the past might be all you have. Of course, there are things that haven't changed. You never accept your curly hair, even though it's in vogue now. You still pick your lips, and you still frequent the hub. You're still the same quiet guy. You hate crowds and noise, you seek the quiet corners of the world. You prefer intimate conversations. You're still interested in the stories of others. I need to thank you. Thank you for being practical and fiscally responsible, for saving and investing, for giving up so much, for spending years unwanted and invisible. Thank you for dragging your ass to the gym. I know how much you hate working out, so it means a lot to me. And thank you for never taking up smoking. Boy, that was a close one. Everyone around you did it and it looked so cool, didn't it? But you were too cheap to become dependent on yet another thing. Coffee was already too much. Thank you for making me the man I am today. Thank you for holding on to our dream of creating and sharing stories. That dream that at one point had become so faint. But I'm happy to tell you now that our dream is alive and I'm close to living it. It's so close I can almost touch it. I hope you'll be proud of me, of us. Finally, thank you for living a life I can fondly look back on. And once again, after so many years, I feel as though the best is yet to come.